Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you an audio commentary between GaB and WeMadeFox on Goldshire. You'll quickly notice is that this is a 2v2 game, so if I'll try to keep my talking to a slower pace but with so much action, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Here we have GaB spawning here, I guess on the what I'll call the northeast sides. GaB NT is going to be the teal undead player. Meanwhile, we have the teal GaB Thomas G as well as the teal Night Elf player. We do have WeMadeFox Soccer as the orange Orc player, and we have the WeMadeFox Moon as the orange Night Elf players. We have allied colors on, so just to make it a little bit easier, it's going to be teal versus orange. Once again, orange is WeMadeFox, and teal is GaB. So hope you guys can keep up with everything. Hope I can keep up with this. This should be part one of a 3-part replay. And if I do my timing right, hopefully I won't have to move this over to 4 parts. We do have GaB currently going a graveyard, so we are going to be seeing fiends coming in from the undead player of GaB, and we have an early Ancient of War from Moon. So Moon quickly getting an Ancient of War down and is going to start beating up on that Altar of Elders, so putting on some early pressure from Moon. Meanwhile, we do have a Barracks coming down for Soccer, and we have a Blade Master coming out for Soccer. We have a Death Knight coming out from the undead player. We have a Priestess of the Moon, and we have a Demon Hunter coming out from Moon. So Moon going Demon Hunter and GaB going Priestess of the Moon. Hope no one gets confused. We have an Ancient of War and Huntress Hall, so by the looks of it, GaB is going to be using dual aura abuse with Unholy Aura and True Shot Aura with Fiends and Huntresses. Not quite sure what the strategy is for Moon at this point. Ancient of War is ready. Gonna go ahead and uproot himself. Eat a tree, most likely. Nope. It's gonna go ahead and eat a tree and start going after that Altar of Elders. We have a Voodoo Lounge going down in the middle of the map, and here comes the action. Some quick harass coming in from Soccer, gonna bring in a Grunt, and now the Priest, ooh, nice, eating trees to get into the back of the base. This is gonna be very interesting to see how this go ahead and works out. Let's see if the Moon's gonna go ahead and root himself right there. No, not gonna root himself yet, doesn't have enough room in that position right there, so but is moving to the back of the base. The Demon Hunter is, or the Blade Master is going to be able to make it to the back, and now quickly going after the Demon Hunter, or the Priest of the Moon. Priest of the Moon going to take some damage from that from those mana burns, and now those Wisp are now just all exposed. So great use of the tree of being able to go ahead and eat its way into the back of the base. And now the Priest of the Moon has to be careful, as it's going to get stuck very shortly. And now GaB is just trying to push off this very, very early harassment and coming in from GaB. Wisp now going down. Dust of Appearance being used by GaB to try to push back the attack from WeMadeFox. Ancient of War should start trying to take down that Moonwell in the back of the base. And units are just going down left and right. Quick detonation on some skeletons, and Demon Hunter now trying to run to the back. Death Knight out of mana, unable to do any additional wind walking, or Death Knight unable to do any additional coiling, as GaB now tries to do some pressuring. This Voodoo Lounge early in the middle of the map should come in very handy. The Blade Master, is he going to sell? No, he's not going to sell his Scroll of Town Portal, but he's going to begin some healing. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter is going to most likely pick up a Staff of Teleportation and Boots of Speed. The Ancient of War is still sitting in the base, and it's still a constant threat of harassment right now. Demon Hunter picks up a Boots of Speed, no Staff of Teleportation, and the Ancient of War is now trying to eat its way and try to perhaps aggro some creeps. Not quite sure what he really wants to do here, as it's just eating and eating. Death Knight is now currently slowed. Demon Hunter does have Boots of Speed, another mana burn on the Death Knight, so no additional death coils from that Death Knight. And Soccer now purchases a Boots of Speed as well for his Blade Master, so Boots of Speed on both players. WeMadeFox going more of a 1v1 strategy, but ×2, while GaB is going to be using a 2v2 strategy with dual aura with those Priestess of the Moons and that Unholy Aura. So the army of GaB is going to push on. So the later the game goes, the more advantage GaB is going to have, I believe. Or just the more advantage they're going to have with that aura working very well. We do have Claws of Attack +6 on the Blade Master, so Blade Master getting a little lucky with some items right now. And now we have the Demon Hunter versus the Priest of the Moon, as they're trying to take down some early Huntresses. Those Huntresses, though, it does have True Shot Aura, so those teal huntresses are a little bit stronger than those orange ones. But the Priestess of the Moon is being forced to run all the way to the back right now. Not sure why she's just not hiding and using that superior Huntress force to damage the Demon Hunter. Meanwhile, back over here in the Undead base, we are nice run around to get one Crypt Fiend away, and that Crypt Fiend is going to go down. Is going to go down to the Blade Master. Now going after another Crypt Fiend. The Crypt Fiend corrupts. We're going to see a Windwalk, a Dust of Appearance back on the Blade Master, and the Blade Master is currently invisible, is forced to try to run away right now, and the Huntresses are really trying to push it down. Blade Master is going to get away with about 75 hit points. But Soccer is going to lose a Grunt right now. So GaB doing a good job trying to keep themselves. They're kind of turtling up a little bit, trying to stay within their own base, but at the same time doing a good job creeping. WeMadeFox is really just pushing a lot more, and Moon has just picked up a Naga Sea Witch. So an early Naga Sea Witch. Do we have training of a Shadow Hunter? Yes, we have a Shadow Hunter coming in from the Orc player as well. Let's see. Currently at Halls of the Dead, I don't see any additional heroes at this time. And transferring a 75 lumber from Thomas G to NT right now. And let's see, Tree of Life for Thomas G. So Thomas G gonna be doing the Night Elf feed to the Undead player. GaB has got to be careful as the Demon Hunter or the Blade Master is just doing a good job picking off units left and right. So still one charge of Dust of Appearance. Are we going to get a Death Coil? No Death Coil. Ooh, nice Dust of Appearance being used. And the Blade Master is now forced to try to run away right now. Low hit point Fiend sitting in the back. So nice job. Now Blade Master forced to go ahead and teleport away. Let's see what's going to happen here. Back at the bases, we do have dual Ancient of Lores for Moon, so Bears and Dryads. Meanwhile, we have a Voodoo Lounge being built or rebuilt back in the base. Bestiary being built. No Spirit Lodge at this time, and Shadow Hunter is now finally out and about. So Shadow Hunter, I believe, has trained Hex most likely, and the Blade Master is no longer has the healing ability or the healing salve being used on him. Both players just doing some creeping of their own, trying to get better hero levels. So we do have Demon Hunter, Naga Sea Witch for Moon. We have Blade Master and Shadow Hunter for Soccer. GaB is currently just has a Death Knight, a solo Death Knight, and a solo Priestess of the Moon. Wait, yeah, only a solo Death Knight at this time. Death Knight almost level 3, does not have any Clarity Potions yet, so not quite sure how he's going to continue to heal all those fiends as harassment. Oh, we have a Lich coming in from GaB NT, so my apologies. Moon now calling to go ahead and creep out the northern side of the map. And it looks like that is going to be successful. Let's see what's going to happen here. As the WeMadeFox is trying to creep out, trying to get some additional hero levels right now. Dryads coming in. The Thomas G now trying to creep out the south side, has crept out the Goblin and Merchant Shop, but that's about it as the Undead player tries to push forward and get an expansion up and running. So Thomas G just transferred additional gold and lumber to NT, so it is a feed strategy from the Night Elf player to the Undead player, so the Undead player can probably break into, yes, Black Citadel, get some statues, perhaps even get an additional some boneyards for Frostworms to counter the eventual bears that will be coming out right now. So level 2 on the Shadow Hunter, level 2 on the Naga Sea Witch, level 3 on the Demon Hunter. So fairly even levels right now coming in. Both players just trying to avoid each other, trying to get some good healing in. Priestess of the Moon now getting a Sentry Ward down, and is now going to try to take down this Ogre Lord creep camp with mass Huntresses. And Priestess of the Moon should get to level 3 right now, so should be interesting to say. And nonetheless, I'm going to continue this a little bit longer. Thomas G is going to go ahead and creep out this creep camp, get level 3. Quick recap, Demon Hunter is currently level 3, Naga Sea Witch level 2, Shadow Hunter should be level 3 as well. And now stay tuned for part 2 of this replay, part 2 of the 3-part replay between GaB and WeMadeFox here on Goldshire.